Hello, Amber here from Symbols for Living. This is the weekly love reading for Gemini for the week beginning the 8th of May through to the 14th of May. So in your reading, we do have the Ace of Cups reversed, the Four of Wands, the Page of Wands reversed, the Lovers reversed, and the Five of Coins reversed. So the good news is that the Five of Coins being reversed and crowning the reading does talk to healing, does talk to you finding a place where you can, find peace, rest, recuperation, where you can start to feel more nurtured and take the time to just nurture yourself from the inside out, to feel more whole and more steady and more secure even. You could even see a major improvement in your self-esteem. And that's what is being asked of you as well this week, is to ensure that you don't let whatever is happening to you affect your self-esteem. Although that's so much easier said than done, but the cards are asking that you do look on the bright side, you do see the opportunities around you that are offering help, are offering solace, comfort and healing, to utilize those things and not to be too bogged down with any of the situations happening in your love life or life maybe in general, and to make sure that you make use of the help around you and that you do take the time to love yourself really and look after yourself and make sure you're okay. So with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, it does say here that maybe plans in love. Maybe there was an offer of love that was turned down. Maybe you may feel like there is just no love in your relationship. Although maybe previously there might have been a lot of love, now it feels like it's just all being not being honoured. I'm feeling like it's not being honoured, or it's not being it's not developing. It's not developing into anything, or it's on hold in terms of how it looks anyway on the outside. There does seem to be communication here, a lot of positive communication. Some sort of reunion could have taken place, especially with the Mercury retrograde. It looks like maybe some sort of reunion could have taken place recently as well. There's a lot of talk and communication between you and someone special that is bringing you closer, and that is creating the foundations in your relationship. So, and it looks like you guys are really happy. You do see a positive future ahead of you, and most of all, you feel at home with each other. You feel like you've come home when you talk. So it looks like whatever communication you are having, it is definitely strengthening the bond. So the Ace of Cups, although it is in the reverse position here, there is still a strong connection with you in terms of communications. We've got the Page of Wands here in the reverse in your challenge sector. So there could be male or female, young, fire sign between the ages of 20 and 25 or 20 and 30. Fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. That may be giving you some sort of trouble at the moment. They may be being quite immature and non-committal, I'm seeing here, or too interested in their freedom, maybe, they're still maybe too curious about what's out there, and I get the feeling like they're still kind of wanting to maybe date other people, or at least feel like they are free enough to date other people. But that is your challenge. I don't think they want to be held down. And then we've got the Lovers card in the reverse in your emotional / intimacy sector. So it looks like here there is some sort of you may be feeling quite torn at the moment. Maybe some expectations that you had have not come to fruition. Or there's been some sort of severing, at least in your heart, at least to you, some severing of a connection in some way, or there's been some distance put between you for whatever reason. But there's still really strong, good communication here. So maybe that's really going to be your strength this week, is to, I mean, the Lovers card does talk about communication too. So maybe, the Four of Wands is, saying here, keep the communication going. That's where you're going to build your foundation. That's where you're going to maybe start to get around this. But it does look like here there has been an offer of love that hasn't been accepted, or something to that effect. And although you might have felt quite strongly connected to them, this week it looks like there might not be any sort of physical connection between you two. But again, you're being asked here to remain positive with the Five of Coins reversed. Don't let it get to you too much. The cards are saying just don't let it affect you in terms of how you feel about yourself. At the bottom of the deck as well, I just had a feelings turn it over. I got the Nine of Swords reversed. So again, it looks like, you are on your way to possibly mending the pain from this disappointment, and that you are starting to feel better about yourself. If this has happened in the recent past, things are starting to get better. And also the wisdom of the Oracle card that was pulled was the Mending card, which is 52, which equates to number 8, which is a karmic card, which would relate very well to the Five of Coins and also the Lovers card. The Lovers card does talk to karmic relationships, and also twin flame relationships. So there could be quite a lot of healing to do. In those kind of situations, because they usually are quite deeply felt and often rock our world. But with the Mending card here, it does say that you are on your way to mending. And if I remember correctly, last week you guys actually got the Mending card as well. Sorry, I had to have a drink there. So it looks like you are still working your way through this, and the cards are definitely supporting you, and they've noticed it, or the spirit has noticed it, and they're asking you just to keep on going. But I will go ahead and read the description for number 52. Sorry. Okay, mending, just to reiterate what we said last week. Okay, you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together. Separate. Sorry, I didn't sleep last night very well for some reason. So yeah, forgive me if I'm jumping about the place. But Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So yeah, I think that card definitely supports the reading in terms of the Five of Coins reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed. Those two cards being in the reverse position do speak to healing. So you definitely are going through a healing phase here. Fortunately enough, you do still have quite good communication with each other if you have just broke up. So, or who are going through a breakup. So yeah, there is still a good connection there. You lot will hopefully be able to remain friends, and but at the same time be able to move on as well, and just appreciate the love and the connection that did happen in the past, and appreciate that for what it is, and look to the future because there is a bright future ahead of you. If you are completely single, then it looks like this week you may very well find someone, a Gemini person that you connect with very well, but there isn't, it looks like it's either very, very early stages, like you've just had an inkling, you're actually just talking at the moment, you just had an inkling that, maybe there could be something here, but you're not too sure, possibly because you yourself are still going through your own mending process. So you're not too sure to get ready, but there could be quite a strong connection, maybe with a Gemini person, or maybe with a young Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person, between the ages of 20 to 25 or 30. You could be talking to them still, but not actually, and starting to have kind of feelings bubble up a little bit, but maybe you are a bit closed off emotionally, but that's why the Ace of Cups is reversed. You could be quite closed off emotionally and therefore not really willing to take the relationship to any particular physical stage, or really move the connection forward, which is fair enough, I think, for this week. There's always next week. But yeah, it looks like you are dealing with some sort of heartbreak and you are getting over something. So you will need to kind of do the mending, I think, before you do move on, even if you are single. But, Spirit has recognized it. They recognize that you are mending. So you are on the right track, as it's come up 2 weeks in a row now. So yeah, just keep doing you. Keep pushing forward. Keep your heart open, and just heal yourself. Take the time out for yourself, and heal. If you have any more questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. I'm pretty sure that this message seemed quite specific for, a particular group of people, to be honest. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people don't resonate. But, if you don't, please leave a comment below. We can look at it again and see what else could be looked into for your particular situation. You could always book a reading as well, to have a more in-depth personal reading for yourself. Alternatively, you can contact me through social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm not that busy on them, but I always get back to you if you do use those channels. And otherwise, have a fantastic week. And always remember to let love guide you and not fear. Take care. Bye-bye.